Okay, hello everyone. How are you all? Today we are going to discuss the chapter which is related for the 8th class, that is the coal and the petroleum. Okay, this is a very interesting topic. Today we are going to discuss now in this class. Everyone, once again, welcome to the Genius Science Academy YouTube channel and the class. Look here, there are the two type of natural resources we are going to see in the nature. One is the living, right? Another one is the non-living natural resources. Today we are going to see about the coal and the petroleum, which are the non-living natural resources. Okay, these are the non-living natural resources. Okay, look here, there are the lot of different type of natural resources we see in the nature or in the earth here. Some are the air, water, soil, right? Air, water and soil are the natural resources we use in our day-to-day life. There are the two type of natural resources. One is the inexhaustible natural resources, and exhaustible natural resources. Right? Look here, this is the inexhaustible natural resources. Inexhaustible natural resources means these are the resources are present in unlimited quantity in the nature and are not likely to be exhausted by the human activities. If we use these natural resources, they can't be finished from the earth. For example, sunlight, right? We are using the sunlight from the millions of years. Until today we use the same amount of the natural sunlight from the sun. Second one is the air. From the evolution of the organism, we use the air for the breathe to get the oxygen. Until today we use the same amount of the oxygen. They not completely vanished from the earth. These are the inexhaustible natural resources. Inexhaustible natural resources means they can't finish from the earth by using continuously. Right? Are you getting my point? So we give it as a definition: the natural resources are present in unlimited amount and the unlimited quantity in the nature, and they are not likely to be exhausted. It means completely finished by using the human activities. We use these natural resources for the many purposes. As we know, sunlight we use to see the object, to get the heat, right? The plants also use the sunlight to prepare their own food. Even though today there is no lack of a natural sunlight we see, we use a lot of the oxygens. Animals like dog, cat, elephant, lion, tigers, buffaloes, ox, every living organism use the air. Today also we see the same quantity of air is present in the atmosphere. It means they can't completely exhausted from the earth. And second one is the exhaustible natural resources. Exhaustible natural resources means the amount of the natural resources is in the limited amount or the limited quantity. They are in the limited quantity. They can be exhausted if we use continuously in our day-to-day life. For example, see here, forest. We destroying the forest for our civilizations, to establish our civilizations. We construct the cities, we construct the hospitals, we construct the industries by cutting down the forest. If we do so, once in the future, we can't able to see the forest on the earth. Why? Because we are going to cut down every forest for our day-to-day use. And the wildlife is a very important to maintain the ecosystem. Even though we are going to kill the lot of the lions, tigers, elephants, giraffes, dogs, cats, owls, eagles for our to fulfill our needs, unusual needs, we can say that. We kill the lion, tiger for their teeth, for their nails, for their skins. We kill the elephants for their teeth. And we use the minerals from the earth crust, that are the uranium, iron, and magnesium, right? One day, if we use these minerals in the same speed, then one day they will be completely exhausted from the earth crust. There is no minerals present for the future generation. Remember, this is the very important thing. And second one is the coal. Coal is also the exhaustible natural resources. Why? Because if we use continuously coal and the petroleum products or the petrol in our day-to-day life, as we using today's life, one day there is no natural gases or the petroleum coal is present in the earth to use. So today we are specially discussing about the petroleum and the coal here, or the coal and the petroleum. Remember, there are the three important points in this chapter we are going to see here. One is the coal, petroleum, and the natural gas. Okay, let us see one by one. First one is the coal here. Look, this is the coal, right? This is the hard as the stone. Here, look here, the sentence is given. It is as hard as a stone, and it is a black in the color. It is the stone as the, sorry, it is hard as the stone. You saw the stone, how stone or the hard, as same as the coal is also hard, and the color of this coal is a black, right? Black. And coal is, remember here, just I make the highlights, just to see the highlights. Look here, coal is one of the fuel used to cook the food. We use the coal to cook the food in our homes, and it was used in a railways engine to produce the steam to run the engines. In the earlier days, the coal is used to run the railways or the trains, and it is also used in the thermal power plants to produce the electricity. For example, Raichur Thermal Power Station, I think you people heard this name, Raichur Thermal Power Station, where there is a coal is used to produce the electricity. And coal is also used as the fuel in the various industries also, to run the heavy machines, to produce the heat, right? These coal are used for the many purposes, in the domestic purposes, in the industrial purposes, in the commercial purposes. We use the coals. Even we use these coal in the brick industries to heat the bricks, right? Next thing. Next, what is the story of the coal? Let us see. From 300 million years ago, the earth had a dense forest in a laying green land. It means before 300 million years, there is only forest present on the earth. Because of the natural disasters like the flooding, the trees fell down on the earth and got burned under the soil. For soil deposited over and over on the dead plants were compressed. The temperature also rose in the sank deeper and deeper. It means the soil is deposited over and over on the dead plants, and the plants goes down deeper in the earth crust under the high pressure. Under the high pressure and the high temperature, the dead plants got slowly converted into the coals. It means the dead plants converted into converted into coal. Remember that. Not only the dead plants, even the bones of the living organism also, like the dinosaur, elephant, that even though their bones also converted into the coal. Right? As a coal containing mainly carbon, it means the main component of the coal. The main component of a coal is a carbon. The process is the conversion of a dead vegetation into the coal is called carbonization. It means slowly converting the vegetation or the dead plants. The plants slowly converted into coal, that is known as the carbonization. It will take for the many years means the million years, 100 years, 200 years, right? Look, this is the picture where we see the refining or the removal of the coal mine, or we see it as a coal mine from where the coal is took out from the earth crust. Okay. Okay. Look here. When the heated air, coal burn in the produce mainly the carbon dioxide. It means when coal is heated, the symbol of the triangle is heating, it gives out the carbon dioxide. When the coal is burned in the presence of air, it gives out the carbon dioxide. Coal is a process in the industries to get some useful product such as the coke, coal and the coal gas. Remember, the byproduct of a coal are coke, coal tar, and another one is the coal gas. First we see about the coke. Coke is the tough, prawn and the black substances. It means the tough, porous and the black substances. It is almost pure form of the carbon. Coke is the pure form of a carbon. And coke is used in the manufacture of a steel. You see the Rajuri steels, Jindal steels, where the coke is used to prepare the steels, and in the extraction of many metals, not only the steel, it is used to extract the many metals. Okay. Next one. Coal tar. Coal tar is a black thick liquid and an unpleasant smell. The coal tars, it is like a damper, you can see where we prepare the road. Same as that damper, that is the coal tar, and it having the very bad smell. Right? It is the mixture of coal tar is the mixture of 200 substances. Remember that coal tar contains 200 substances. The product obtained from the coal tar, the product prepared by the coal tar, by using the coal tar, the many products are prepared. Right? For example, like we use the product which are prepared by the coal tar, we use in our day-to-day life, right? Like, let me show you, like synthetic dyes, drugs, explosive, perfumes, plastics, paints, and the photographic materials and the writing materials. These all are substances prepared by using the coal tar. We use the dyes in our day-to-day life, right? And we use the perfumes. Which we spray every day in the morning. Body perfumes are different. Dress perfumes are different. we use the plastic carry bags, covers, plastic carry bags which are prepared by the coal tar, the paints which we decorate our homes, hotels and the shops that prepared by the coal tar, and the photographic materials, these all are prepared by the coal tar, remember that. And the repellents in the insects to obtain from the coal tar, that naphthalene balls means that white color balls are we are going to keep in the almaris, in the trunks, to keep away the insects which destroy our clothes or the documents. We are use the naphthalene balls to keep them away, to keep the insects away, right? These are the coal tar. Next one is the coal gas. Remember that coal gas is obtained during the process of coal to get the coke. Means it is the middle product of a coal and the coke. Here we get the coal gas. Coal gas, right? The coal gas is used as a fuel in industries. It is used in the industries. Why we use the coal gas in the industries? To run the heavy machines. Right? To run the heavy machines, we use the coal gas. Remember that. This is the coal. Right? Until this we discussed about the coal. Right? The product of coals are coke, coal tar and coal gas. These are three important points. Okay. Next we see the petroleum. Look here. The heavy motor vehicles like the truck and the tractors run on the diesel, petrol, and the diesels are the obtained from the natural resources called petroleum. We see every vehicle present nowadays are run by using the diesel and the petrol. Recently we saw that the electric cars, electric two-wheelers, electric and some different vehicles, but mainly the vehicles run by using the petrol and the diesel only. The petroleum, these are known as the petroleum products. The diesel and petrols are the petroleum products. The petroleum word, the word petroleum is derived from petra. Petra means rock. Petra means rock. Next, and the alum means oil. Remember, let me mark you here. Right? Look here. These three lines. The word petroleum is derived from the petra means rock and the alum means oil, as it is mean between the rock under earth as shown in the figure 5.4. We see in the 5.4 here. This is the 5.4. Look here. This is the gas. This is the oil. Right? This is the impervious rock, this region, and this is the reserve rock. The product between two rocks are known as the petroleum. It may be the gas, it may be the oil, right? This is known as the petroleum. And petroleum was formed from the organism living in the seas. We see the lot of the microorganism or the macroorganism present in the seas, like the whales, dolphins, big fish, crabs, octopus, squids, fish. These all organisms are present in the seas. they will die. The organism die, and their dead bodies is settled down in the bottom of the sea and got covered by with the raw layers of the sand and the clays. When they die, it means the organism, when they die, they settle at the bottom of the sea, and a lot of the sand is deposited over and over in for many years, and slowly under the pressure of the earth crust and the temperature, pressure and the high pressure and the high temperature, these dead bodies are converted into the petroleum or the natural gas, right? That all dead organism converted into petroleum or the natural gas under the high temperature and the high pressure, and these petrol and the natural gas we used for the various purpose in our day-to-day life here. How we are going to take out the petroleum from the sea? How we are going to remove the petrol from the earth crust? Let us see. That is known as the refining of the petroleum or the extraction of the petroleum. Look here, what is the petroleum first? Petroleum is the dark oily liquid. It has unpleasant odor. Odor means smell. Remember that. Odor means smell. The petroleum is a dark liquid color with unpleasant smell, like the damper which we use to prepare to construct the roads here. Same as the smell is present for the here petroleum also, and it is the mixture of, means the petroleum is the mixture of many constituent as gas, petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, lubricant oil, and a paraffin wax. These are the byproduct of a petroleum. Remember that, right? Let me make it highlight here. See, right, the product here, look, this is the gas, petrol, diesel, lubricant, right? This is the gas, petrol, diesel, lubricant, oil, or the paraffin wax. These all are the byproduct of a petroleum or the petroleum gas or the petroleum liquid which obtained in the earth crust or in the seas here. Are you getting my point? The process of separating the various constituents, the separation of the various constituents of the petroleum is known as the refining. It means the separation of every constituent from the petroleum is known as a refining of a petroleum. We are going to separate the diesel, we are going to separate the petrol, we are going to separate the kerosene, we are going to separate the LPG gas. This is known as the refining of a petroleum. It means we can say that the separation of the constituent. Here look, we separate the petrol, we separate the diesel, right? We separate the gas. This is known as the refining of a petroleum products here. Are you getting my point? Next, for the various constituents, same here. In next one is the natural gas. What is the natural gas? Natural gas is the very important fossil fuels. Very important fossil fuels. It is easily to transfer from one place to the another place by using the pipelines. Natural gas is a very easy to transfer from one place to the another place by using the pipelines. Natural gas is stored under the high pressure. Natural gas is also stored in the high pressure as we use the cylinder in our kitchens, in the homes. That is the compressed liquid petroleum gas where we stored in the cylinders. Okay, and that is the another gas is known as the CNG gas. CNG gas is used for the power generation. There is another gas known as the CNG gas that is used in the power generators here, or the generations, and it is now being used for the various purposes. Look here, it is used for the various purposes as a fuel. CNG gas is used as a fuel in the vehicles. We see the CNG cars, CNG autos. These are the eco-friendly gas. We can say that CNG is the eco-friendly gas. Why? Because it does not harm, or do not harm our environment or the atmosphere. It is the less pollutant gas, we can say here. The great advantage of a CNG is that it can be used directly for the burning in the homes and the factories. If we see, if there is a well here of the natural gas, if we make the pipeline directly to our home, we can burn this gas directly. No need to make the purification of the gas. If we take this pipeline to the factories or the industries, we can directly use this gas. Why? Because there is no need to make any further purification of this CNG gas. Okay, are you getting my point? And next one is that supply through the pipes. It can be easily transported from one place to another place by using the gas here. And the next important point here, look, the such network means a pipeline network, or the pipeline exists in the Vadodara, Gujarat. We already implanted this, and we see the lot of the pipelines in Delhi also. We see the pipeline in Delhi also. Some part of the Delhi we see the pipelines, and in the Vadodara in the Gujarat also. Are you getting my point? And see here, natural gas is also used for the starting materials to manufacture the number of chemicals, fertilizers, and these petroleum or this gas is used to prepare the fertilizers also. Remember that fertilizers also prepared by using these gases or these petroleum products. India has the vast reserve of the natural gas. It means in India we have the large quantity of the natural resources. Here, for example, the natural resources are found in Tripura, in the Rajasthan, in the Maharashtra, in the Krishna and Godavari Delta. We see the natural gas plants in the Tripura, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Krishna and Godavari Delta. Right? Next year, see, some natural resources are in the limited. These are the we see the lot of the natural resources are present in the limited amount, or the limited quantity. Like these are the natural gases are exhaustible gases, like the fossil fuels, forest, minerals, and are the natural resources are exhaustible, like the fossil fuels, forest, and the minerals. These are the exhaustible natural resources. Okay, are you getting my point? Okay, let us see. Okay, look here, my dear student, where we use the constituent of the petrol. Look here, petroleum gas is in the liquid form, that is the LPG, which we use in our homes. That is the LPG gas used in the fuel as a home. In the industries, petrol is used in the motor fuel, means car, aviation fuels, solvent for the dry cleaning. We use the petrol as a dry cleaning also. Kerosene, gasoline, we still has the mitti ka tel, right? Fuel for the stove, lamp, jet crafts, we use the kerosene. There are the two type kerosene present. One is the pure and the another is the impure. Whatever we use in the blue color petrol kerosene, which we use in the lamps to light the lamp or the stove, that is the impure. And fourth one is the diesel. Diesel is the fuel for the heavy motor vehicle and the electric generators. Right? Next one is the lubricant. Lubricant means to lubrication. Lubrication means that we call the grease. We can take as the vaccines. Well, paraffin wax means, here look, paraffin wax, ointments and the candles, happy birthday candles, and the vaccines, Vaseline, which we use in the winter season to make the soften our skin, and it is used in the paints and the surfacing. These are the uses of petroleum products, right? Today we discussed about the coal, and the byproduct of the coals are the coke, coal tar and coal gas. Petroleum means LPG, petrol, diesel, kerosene, lubricant. I hope you people are understood and enjoyed my class, and today I hope I speedily taught you all. In the next class I make it slow, so please everyone subscribe my channel, subscribe to Genius Science Academy to get more knowledge about these classes, and invite your friends to join the family. Thank you very much. Please subscribe and share.